the chat box and say hello. And listen in wonder to the Craig and Tizz show.
Hello, one and all, to the Craig and Tizz show.
Oh, the Craig and the Tizz show.
The Craig
very
and
good,
Tizz
very good.
show.
Yes, it is that. Welcome to all of you who have decided to spend your time with this wonderful entertainment diversion.
It is a land of mystery and joy that we make the questions that you also answer the questions.
You think to yourselves, why am I tuned in at this particular time to this wonderful piece of whatever this is? And you think to yourself, well, it's this or cut the grass. I do not blame you. I do not want Alto to cut the grass. I'd rather watch these two floating heads talk about life in the musical hemisphere. See what I
The
did?
musical hemisphere. Which hemisphere is the musical I couldn't get off that word. This is difficult. Hemisphere.
Which one are we in? Northern, obviously.
The northern. No, I said which one is the musical hemisphere? Is it like there's no music south?
No.
Or is it just the right side? Is it that way?
It's to your right. That's what the music is. You go to the left. It's more like reading and prose. You don't want to go there.
Oh, okay.
Music in these things.
I'm sorry to say we're having some struggles to make sure that we're going out on a couple of our social networks, which is why my face looks like everything is wrong. It's actually because everything is wrong.
Well, we can just get out and start over.
I mean, apparently we can't even do that.
Really?
Let's see if this will work.
Okay.
It's just being an absolute nincompoop, and I'm not happy about it.
Well,
that was a good insult for me to call it, by the way.
Look, there's only room for 2 nincompoops in this show.
Update.
Come on, baby. Come on.
There's no reason why you shouldn't.
So are you telling us right now that the 2 people that watch us on YouTube can't see us?
No, YouTube seems to be fine.
Oh, good.
Oh, I think everything might be fine now.
Now we're good?
That took about 10 years of trying. It says...
It says you're live?
It says stop doing the thing. Oh, dear. This is a great start for the show, I know. It says that...
If you thought you were going to avoid us, apparently you're wrong.
There's a thing over here that's failed to stream on some destinations again. It doesn't want to stream on either my or your, well, the XRP main page or your Craig Allen
page. Well, how dare they?
I know, it's really, really aggravating me right now as well, because it says live and then it says no, we're not doing that. So
they're lying to us.
Yeah,
this is the relationship we have with these people. We try to trust them and think we're going to be honest with them, and what do they do?
I'm 90% sure it is the government's fault and everything. Well, at least we're on YouTube. We shall crack on, and I shall keep trying to press the buttons that make it do the thing.
Well, okay. Well, if at some point we have to reboot,
we shouldn't do. But I'm trying to figure out what's actually the potential issue here. It's not telling me. Oh, that's cool though. There's a little ticker here that tells me that we've been live for exactly 5 minutes and 19 seconds.
I don't think I have that on my side. No, I don't get that because you get that because you have the buttons.
See, it says you should be working.
Well, I feel like I should look on my phone and see if I'm there. Should I go look?
No, I've got both at your page and my page are like there.
Yes.
That I'm refreshing as it goes by.
Yes.
Let's just try one at a time. That might be a good idea.
Okay. I mean, the only things I can really tell you is that it's 60 degrees and cloudy here.
I mean, that's a statistic.
You're welcome.
I can't speak today
It's
either.
just-
Can you tell I'm overwhelmed already?
No, I just thought you were in shock. I'm sorry.
No.
You're not overwhelmed. You're a professional, man. What's the problem? You're good.
Oh no, I'm not overwhelmed by the show or anything like that. I'm overwhelmed by life, which is now affecting what's going.
Well, look at this way. You have an hour. Hang on. You have an hour and 50 minutes if you want to take the floor and tell us how your life is at this point in time. An hour.
Nobody fucker wants to hear that.
Of course they do, because they're going to look at your life and go, Jesus, I'm doing pretty well. That's like not too shabby.
Right, let's see if that might have worked. Let's see, shall we?
Let's do that.
I pressed a couple of reconnect buttons.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether that's a good thing or not. This is the last. This is the last attempt. Otherwise, it would take me literally 20 minutes to restart and reschedule.
Well, we can't
the whole
do
thing.
That.
And we're out on YouTube, and we're out on the tagged show page, weirdly, because I always put it out on there, and we're out on my personal Facebook, apparently. Are we even out on my personal Facebook whilst I have a look?
That's a great question.
Yeah, so that's live.
So we're in 3 places and out of the potential 25 or whatever it is usually.
Oh, yeah. So we'll get there.
Well, think of it this way. If you're watching us right now, think of yourself as a select and privileged few. You know? Hey, my buddy Jim is in the chat box. Hey, man, thank you for popping in.
I'm so sorry that this has been the start of the show.
I bet you he's saying, I had no idea how to log into the chat to actually... Well, you have to open up an account with XRP, and it's free and everything, and it's a wonderful thing to have, but that way would actually see you when you log into chat. But we do know that you're guest 104, so that's way cool.
Okay. It's not your birthday.
No, happy birthday? Yeah, whose birthday?
It's not your birthday. Your birthday's close to mine.
Your birthday and mine are in March.
I know that.
I don't know. I'm confused.
What good friends are we? We know each other's birthdays.
Well, to be fair, I know.
Almost.
Well, I think I do come first, though. You kind of follow me on the coattails.
Okay, good, because I thought yours was after mine, to be honest. So that's terrible.
Hang on. What's your number? What's your date?
22nd.
19. Ha!
Oh. You're younger than me by 3 days.
Or age before beauty, brother. You know?
Depends who you're asking.
So anyway, I suppose you're all wondering why we're here.
Yeah, let's start off the show like we normally do. In today's show, we're going to be talking a lot about studios in various different ways. Firstly, being in a studio, how you work in a studio. Is the guitarist still whittling in the corner when the drummer's meant to be playing, or is the drummer can't get off his snare drums? Or when you're mixing, is everyone's tuppence being thrown in the hat and no one's actually happy? Does one person take control over the thing? Do you record in a home studio? Do you go to a professional studio? Do you think professional studios are overrated? So many questions for us
and so
to ask you.
Yeah, that was my original concept. Was do you guys go to a professional studio when you can get pretty darn close to that on the home gear nowadays? Do they have professional studios where you are, Tizz, in Scotland?
Yeah, quite a few to be fair.
Really, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of... Typically, most rehearsal studios will have a recording room in there of varying levels. I've seen very simple, very boring ones to multi-channel, dual rig, pre-sonus desks with automated sliders. But most rehearsal rooms are right at the back. They'll have a recording studio, and that's quite typical around here. There's quite a lot of little dive studios like out by factories that are in like a tin shed, as well. I think quite a lot of them are like. I mean, it's kind of where I came from originally, to be fair. You did a lot of home studio stuff, and then a lot of your friends wanted to use your studio, and then a friend's friend asked if they could come round your house to use and work with you, and you're like, at that point, only if I charge money. And then
Right.
that ends up, what I had there ended up getting moved into basically a tin shed for a while, and then it gets moved into my first official premises, and it moved up and up. So there's you see a lot of little pop-up home producers that go, okay, I'm going to give it a go for a while, and some stick it out and some don't.
Right.
But yeah, I think that this is quite a typical thing now. There's people out there that have a decent home studio. People have started asking to come around their house a little bit too much. They've realized there's a bit of cash in it, and they'll buy like a small, like a garage style or lock-up style premises and work from there instead of their own house.
Right.
And there are quite a few of those I've seen around. And they'll put a proper sign up and everything and do it all up properly. It's not a horrible little dive place, really.
Yep.
It's more the building it's in that's the dive, not the inside.
Yeah, I imagine you had like a tin shed. How was the acoustics in there?
Interesting.
I bet.
I mean, we started doing. To be fair, the recording suite wasn't in too bad a room, and then we had like a really tiny sit down 30-person sit down venue in the downstairs, but it was downstairs out the back, which did have a tin roof on. Which was fine for the most of it because we put on like little acoustic artists and singer-songwriters, and it was all really nice.
Right.
However, one of my ex-business partners decided to book a night which was free thrash punk bands. That didn't sound so good.
I wouldn't think so. No, definitely. Yeah. Weird. Yeah, it's funny, because I'm going to be bouncing all around the place on this subject, because I think just because you have a home studio, right, doesn't mean you know something about engineering or about sound or about production or about the most basic. I mean, come on, my little studio here, you guys know, like I barely use compression. I don't know anything about a lot of the production side. That's all that's your thing, because I have to wear all the hats here. I'm the musician, the writer, the producer, and the engineer. I'm also the janitor. I clean up after I'm done, but yeah, you have to learn a lot of that stuff on the fly, and I wish I knew better, but I don't. I mean, I've progressed. You listen to this stuff back when I first started an XRP back in 2014, my production value has gotten a lot better, but it's been a lot of trial and error too.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. Like, just because you've got a home studio doesn't mean you get a great sound.
Right.
I'd say in the same breath, there are many people getting fantastic sounds out of their home studios. It is undeniable that it's getting a lot closer to the super glitzy glamour. Well, when it needs to, should I say, the super glitzy glamorized mainstream production, especially some of these pop singers, because I guess they don't need as much to. A lot of the beats are synthetic themselves, so you don't need a studio. You need good speakers and a laptop basically to make electronic music.
Right.
So you don't specifically need a fantastic room as such or whatever, as long as you got a quiet room to make it. And then the vocalists, some of these pop-up vocal booths that I've seen are amazing now, and they're ridiculously cheap as well. You can get like I mean, they're a bit narrow, some of them, don't get me wrong, but you can get these fully standard internal soundproofed vocal booths for like one person with a window on the front and a back opening door that you walk into. The mic will come through the middle, and it's got your DI box to get from one side to the other. All fantastic, and they're like £200-300 now. They're so cheap, it's unbelievable. So you can get those, and obviously you need a good mic. But again, I mean, bear in mind this ribbon mic that was custom made for me was I think it's £580, give or take. And that's like a fucking, it's probably one of the best mics that I've ever had. And I'm a mic guy. I've gone through so many mics. I love my microphones. And to get something of that caliber these days for such a cheap, and bear in mind, this is a ribbon mic that works off phantom power, for fuck's sake, just standard straight off your desk, and sounds fantastic. Yeah, I mean, do you need to? I think you do need the person more, but the person, unfortunately, is this is the danger of home studios. Home studios have lots of presets that are built in.
They do. They
that
do.
now mean it's you need to be a good producer. You need to know the terms of production, basically. And if you want a funk sound and you know what 80s crush funk envelope means, then you can pick that very specific preset and it's going to get the sound that you want within a few points, and then you can just twist. Now, have you learnt a skill there? Can you read? Yes, well done. Is that taking the job away from a professional producer like myself, who went to college and university and got into thousands of pounds worth of debt to deliver good recording, quality recording stuff, services, and now the jobs just ain't there. They're gone. Bye.
Right.
See you later. That's is that like using a self checkout at your local convenience store or whatever?
Yeah.
What are you like? Are you a self checkout man, or are you a try to avoid them if it's convenient on that day, or like fucking I hate them, go away?
I prefer talking to an actual person. I want to actually have some kind of interaction with someone, and a little small talk. How has your day been? Was the customer ahead of me an asshole? Things like that, because they want to talk to people. I mean, self checkout. I'm never in that big of a hurry. And also, I like to use cash. For all you young kids out there, we have these things, little paper things you put in your wallet called cash. You might have heard of it. Us older people tend to still use it, but you guys know what plastic is and like what Apple Wallet is and all that shit. We still have these little pieces of paper called cash. And sometimes you can't use those in self-checkout, so it kind of cuts my options down a little bit. So
yeah,
anyway,
there's
that. But you were saying about presets and stuff too, about good equipment. Having a good mic, like you say, is great. I've got that Rode, what's that? I have that Rode 1A.
NT1A, isn't it?
Yeah, the NT1A. And like for acoustic guitars, standard. If I just put an acoustic in front of that thing and barely tweak it, it just sounds great. I mean, the thing just naturally has such a good voice to it.
The Rode NT1A is like, you don't go to a studio without one in, full stop. There is always a Rode NT1A in a studio if it's of any caliber, because especially for any acoustic string instrument and vocals, it sounds absolutely fantastic. Yep, for sure. Mish said he's doing dodgy Mish stuff, by the way.
He's washing his mask. I want to know, Mish, since you're in chat, are those masks, do they go in the dryer or they hang dry only, or how does that? What's your mask care regimen? The public wants to know.
I mean, he just switches them between. I mean, have you ever noticed how convenient the holes are? They're not very convenient for normal face people. He's even stitched up the mouth a bit, so there's only a tiny bit of that.
Yeah, so he's kind of like that.
So that's not actually for that. It's because he switches them between head and then underwear.
Oh, so he needs one really big hole then.
I mean, well.
I don't want to go into this, man. Let's not.
No,
anyway,
it's one for each leg and one for his balls to hang out.
Oh, is that? Well, that's the small hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we play a song?
We should. We really should.
They hang dry only? The balls or the masks? I had to ask. I'm sorry. Okay, today, kids, our first song is...
Oh, I'm so not ready.
Oh, Tizz.
I know. I didn't.
I give you the best 10 years of my life, and what do? Walk all over me.
10 whole years?
Because what's it been, man? 11 now.
Oh, I thought you were on about this show, like.
No, I meant like how long have I known you?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I mean, you didn't give me all of those years. You spent some of them elsewhere, I'm sure.
Well, I do have my wife as well, but that's another story.
There we go. I'm almost ready. I'm almost ready.
People are waiting with bated breath. What's the first song today on the Craig and Tizz Show? Ready? No.
I am now. Go on. I'm good. Carry on.
And now today's first song is
Hurry Up, Craig!
By Dexterity.
Oh, it's too much on, Craig.
Here we go, baby.
Too much to do in my life. have you ever had like
I'll paint a picture
so
of
many
a
things
feeling.
to do that
Hey,
they're
hold on. The
always
music is louder than you,
When a
man.
fire burns everyone down.
Oh, there you go.
what was I saying there?
You were talking about, have you ever done something, and then you trailed off on me.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Have you ever had so many things on that it is impossible to focus?
Yeah, it happens all the time because, like, I'm watching TV upstairs, right? I have my phone in my lap, and then Connie's trying to talk to me, and I lose track of everything. You know.
I just keep thinking like, right, I've got to order this, and I've got to get this, and I've got to paint this, and I've got to get Andrew, and I've got to pick it. I mean, he turned around and says, "I'm going to come instead of Thursday night. I'm going to come 6:45 on Friday morning." And my brain instantly went, "So Thursday night then." You may as well just call that Thursday night. It's that
All right, Killogic wants to talk about VSTs. That's all you, baby. I hardly use any of that kind of stuff because I don't really DAW. I thought you'd like to vibe to this, Tizz.
Yeah, it's fun. Quite chilly style funk as well.
Yep, that's why I thought of you. Well, I got to cross it off the master list.
That can go in my funk list.
Do we have enough to talk about for the what's new part of the show? Like, what's new with you? What's new with you, Chris? If we don't, that's
Doesn't get a dishwasher.
Talk about your dishwasher. People want to hear about your dishwasher, man.
Well, I mean, I've got quite a few new things. To be fair,
I do too.
A lot of it's boring.
I took my games back and got a bunch of money.
The secret ceremony.
Didn't see that coming.
Pious man reaches eternity. Turns back the praise. Don't silence me. When the iPhone's in motion, uncertainty.
That is the most unfortunate word, Arsenal.
Circles converts them from their ways. Don't take.
Because I accidentally typed arse and I was like, it's arse and oh fuck.
It's arse and hole. So it's arse hole, basically.
That was interesting a little bit.
Yeah, I'm wondering how they got to this.
It's a very dry sound, all right as well.
There's no reverb at all, man.
There's no anything.
There's no ambiance.
Oh shit!
That's Chili Peppers.
It reminds me kind of Mars Volta.
Oh, you think?
Definitely. A little bit musy as well.
So what's in your arsenal? That sounds terrible. I don't know what's in your... I'm sitting on mine.
Oh, great beatsy ending there. Razor Dead Dexterity.
Ooh.
Thanks for finding that out.
You're very welcome.
That was epic. I'm a bit of a Chili's fan, so that was right up my street.
Yep. But I'm trying to make the hot picks. I always think, what's going to make Tizz happy this Wednesday?
Yeah, but then you don't get me music and you touch my knee and I feel weird about it.
Oh, fine. You get what you get, buddy. Good Lord. What are we talking about? We're talking about arsenals or arseholes.
Yeah. I was going to say that is the most inconvenient word ever to misspell half the way through because you've got arsenal. Anyway, yeah, one thing that I would say if you're doing the home studio thing, right? I have got pretty much every single piece of my equipment based on something that someone recommended to me. Yeah, every piece, every single thing in here has been recommended, basically. Apart from it got to the point with Macs that I know my Macs. I've had Macs all my life. I've easily had at least 6 Mac Minis go through my hands for a start, let alone the 4 MacBooks, 2 MacBook Pro. It's just I love Macs. They're my go-to machine. I run them into the ground because they're fucking fantastic. I've never had a Mac fully break on me. That's one thing. The only thing that ever happened is I had one that had a battery default problem, and the battery blew up, and they fixed that part, but it kind of fucked up my screen, and then I had to pay for a new screen. That's the worst kind of thing that's happened to my MacBooks. But where was I going with that? Oh yeah, recommendations. We got there in the end. Fantastic. Definitely. The main thing is a lot of people in your own friendship circles are going to have an ear for the similar music to you typically. So if you just go on like, you know, microphone reviews on YouTube and stuff like that, one of the big problems is people are typically paid to do a lot of equipment reviews and stuff. You can't.
Oh yeah.
There's very few YouTube kind of videos that you can really trust for what you're doing. I always rate. I go for reviews from like Good Housekeeping for my normal stuff. Like, oh, I bought a. What's new with me? I bought a carpet washer, carpet cleaner. Unfortunately, Good Housekeeping don't review microphones, and there aren't many places out there that will do and completely unbiased. Apart from your friends and people in your friendship circles, I would rather ask a few people about equipment that I know than go scrolling through website reviews and stuff like that. Because the only thing that I haven't really, I don't know anyone that's used one yet, and they do look really good, especially for radio. And it seems like the sounds fantastic from the people that I've seen using them. The only problem with that is you never know what other plugins and playgrounds that they've got in the background after that microphone. But they do seem to sound great. Is them Shure SM7Bs that every single one seems to be using at the moment. I mean, I don't know whether they're fantastic or not, but they're definitely popular. That's a definite thing. But I don't know anyone myself that's ever used one, which I'm annoyed about because I want to figure out. I want someone to go, yeah, they're fantastic. So I'll just go and get one, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a big web, review guy. I'll go like to, Sweetwater or Reverb, whatever I'm buying from. I always check, reviews on those sites.
Oh, so like the customer reviews from people that have bought the product, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm checking those things, right?
Yeah. Again, I used to read a lot of that stuff more, but the fact that you can pay someone to just bot it and make you look fantastic.
Yeah, there's that.
It's quite difficult. The only places that I really trust on that is like I'd trust massive brands because one, they're already established and they're less likely to waste money on fake reviews, and the amount of people that have bought the product and reviewed it are always going to outweigh the amount of fake reviews that are in there because you're going on there and you're seeing like 4,000 reviews rather than like 10.
Right. Yeah.
Then I'll read them nowadays, but like I read some of them and it's like great product, thumb up about 70 times, and I'm like, yeah,
doesn't look real too genuine.
Fishy. Yeah.
I know. I gotta ask here. I'm looking at the chat box, and Jim, whose birthday do you think it is? I mean, I realize that I'm old and everything, and I might have well come off at some point here and said it was someone's birthday, and like forgotten I said that. Did I say that, or have I lost my mind again?
I don't think it's anyone's birthday.
I don't think so either. So no, I'm confused. So if you want to clarify that in the chat, Jim, whose birthday you think it is, and because I want to find out now. It's a mystery.
I'll just scroll back to see if anyone mentioned anything in anyone else's shows about birthdays.
So,
but no.
Interesting. Okay.
No, well, I made a joke about Cass being pregnant earlier.
I don't think that was it, man. That's a whole different kettle of fish.
Well, it could lead to a birthday, couldn't it?
Well, yeah, in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about what's new this week?
What's new this week, Craig?
Well, for me, I took a whole bunch of my old video games and I went and flipped them for cash money, which was really kind of interesting because I don't play my Nintendo and Super Nintendo and Genesis stuff anymore. I play it all in emulation now, so I don't need to have all the carts anymore. So I took all of them and took them to the local video game store and got rid of them and got some nice cash for them, which I will reinvest in new stuff. So that was fun.
Please tell me. So what consoles were the cartridges from?
Super Nintendo, Genesis.
And knowing you, quite a few of them were boxed and in decent condition.
No, just nothing. No boxes, no instructions, just the raw cart.
All right. I was just going to say, like, you did check them up online first, just in case you got rid of a piece of mold. Good man.
Yep. Because you have to know what's hot, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, it's only because I made that exact same mistake with my old Game Boy Pokemon games, and I am so angry with myself.
Those are worth money now, man.
I keep walking past a CEX, which is our kind of game.
Your electronics thing, yeah.
And in the window, there's been a copy of, well, 2 copies, in fact, of Pokemon Leaf Green. One just the cartridge, one like probably B grade boxed. Got all the stuff there, just a few corner knocks and whatever.
Yeah.
The cartridge, when I first saw it, it was in there for £80. It's now in there for 300 and something. And the box game is in there for 780 quid.
You know they're never going to sell it.
The thing is, what I have noticed with that store in particular is it's the only one for fucking ages for a start.
Yeah.
And people constantly walk, like their window is very well mate. I think they've got someone keeping an eye to see when people stop and trying to see what they're looking at, because it gets changed just right and stuff. And they've been, I think they know someone's just keeping an eye on them. And what they've done is they keep up in the price, and then they can drop it a little bit.
Right.
And they'll go, shit, that's like £100 off. And that, okay, I've got to get it now before someone else gets it. Whereas like before, they're like, oh, I can't get it now. Oh, the price has gone up. Okay, we'll wait for it to go down. And they knew that they're not going to get it, or they're not going to get what they want for it if they drop it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm trying to get at there. I just don't know how to phrase it.
No, I know exactly what you're talking. You want to talk about your new dishwasher is what you want to talk about.
Oh, right. That's
how did we get off on the video game thing when I know that in the back of your mind you were thinking, I have a dishwasher.
Well, no, I don't have a dishwasher yet. This is a bit of a bane of contention. So what's new with me is I've got a fucking busy week ahead of me. The next 11 days leading up to Catherine being here. What's new with me is I'm going to spend 3 days from Friday at 6:45 a.m. coding with our dev, trying to see if we can get something going. If we can get the whole framework going, then a website will be built. Quite quickly. If we don't get the whole framework going, then it's still going to take ages. So that's cool. The problem is that's taken 3 days out of my weekend, the weekend before Catherine arrives here. I had some last minute stuff to try and do. I need to get some flooring put down, washing machine fitted, dishwasher fitted. The washing machine's all good to go. Dishwasher is out of stock.
Oh, of course.
Right at the moment, which is really not a good time for that to happen, because I get a deal if I order both the washing machine and the dishwasher.
Right.
The floor's going down in the room that the washing machine's in, so the washing machine needs to be disconnected and got rid of, ready for the new one. But I don't really want to get the new one until I can get both that and the dishwasher at the same time, because it's a lot cheaper because of all the deals on.
You're going to wind up washing your dishes out in the moat.
The dishwasher.
Is there water in the moat?
No, I've got a sink. I wash. Normally, I wash, but the thing is, I know. So I wash them in the sink. That's what I've always done all my life. Right. But last time AOC and Miles stayed here for an extended period of time,
yes.
The deal on paper was I will do every single thing else and pay for every single thing else. All I ask is there's no dishes on the side when I get home, basically. And there was always dishes on the side when I got home. So I know they need a dishwasher for that to happen.
Right.
This is something that they need for me to be happy. I will probably still, because it's more economical and better to hand wash your dishes, so I will probably continue to do that.
Sure.
But as long as they have a way to ensure that the dishes are clean by the
They have an
time I
option.
am home from work, because I am not getting home some days at 10 o'clock and not being able to cook my food.
Right.
It's not happening. So the dishwashers isn't the biggest problem. The biggest problem, though, really, is the washing machine, because I have to get rid of it for when the floor's fitted.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I have to order, and the washing machine is the thing that is in stock. So I can order that, and I kind of have to, but the dishwasher isn't, so I can't get the stupidly big. Like I save about 200 quid if I get them both together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, they'll come pick the old one up, right? Then install the new one.
Yeah, that's not the problem, but the floor is getting fitted before the washing machine, so I need to get the washing machine out because I can't put the floor down.
To the floor, then okay, I got you. Okay.
So the washing machine, the initial washing machine is probably going to be disconnected, and it will probably sit outside. The new guys will take that away, but at that point, for however many days between then and the floor getting fitted and the new washing machine coming in, I'm not going to have a washing machine. But it could be even longer if I don't get the dishwasher. You see this conundrum. I know everyone is really interested. You started this, Craig.
Well, the thing is, obviously, your what's new is much more interesting than what I had. I feel totally outclassed.
It's not interesting. What your stuff was geeky and cool. My stuff was like there's probably so many people out there that have been in the same situation that have just gone like, oh, for fuck! I didn't want to be reminded of that.
Well, no, because everybody has to wash their clothes. Everybody has to wash their dishes. So right now you've got all these people out there that are pulling for you going, let's go, Tizz.
No, the difference here, right? The difference here is, like all of the other stuff we talk about, there's kind of a resolution. Should you use a studio? Yes, no, let's have a chat about it, right? This is just a situation. There's no end to it. This is what it is. I'm not helping anyone out. If anyone else is in this situation, there's no fucking resolution. I'm sorry. Your stuff.
Then,
that's what I'm saying here. That's not helpful.
But see, the cool part of our show is if you feel like that, we just move on to the next thing.
But you're not helping me move on to the next thing, Craig. You keep bringing me back to the fucking dishwasher.
I'm sorry, man. Like it's my fault.
Yes, it is your fault. You bought it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can deal with you today, Craig.
Okay, you got a lot farther to go yet too. It's only 40 minutes into the show, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He can't help you either. I'm sorry. All right. So,
what's the next piece of music, Craig?
Oh, I have
Let's
some more
have a
music.
break.
The master list, baby. The next song is called Space Cadet, and it's by White Room Nightmare.
Ah!
We got out of that. Like, ah!
I can't deal with my life at the moment, Craig. It's too much.
And everybody is going on. What does all this have to do with reverb plugins?
Oh dear.
zero J. You always said I had my head in the clouds, but I can't chase my dreams now. Brought up all stories of the man on the moon. Now he and I are one.
That's annoying.
What?
I just noticed Joe is chatting on the live stream that's on my personal profile. But
Okay.
none of the messages came through to the thing that it's meant to come through on.
Oh, great.
I think a mini fridge in the studio is essential,
Yeah.
especially
I'm
in this
start-
sweat box.
I'm starting a brand new what's the word I want? Topic. If I can spell. Here we go.
I think this room. You've got Icebox Studios and the Hot Box. This is definitely the sweat box.
Yeah. Well, if you want to take that name, go right ahead. Here, I've started our brand new topic. What kind of appliances do you have in your? Like, you have like a food processor, dehydrator, electric can opener. What, a hot plate?
You know what I would like in here?
What?
A little, like some kind of little food warmer just to keep like snacks. Not like cook them or anything, but like
Yeah.
if you get some like chips or onion rings or snacks and stuff like that. Something.
Well, like an air
just a
fryer.
little- No, not an air fryer. Something. So they're cooked. You've got them cooked. They're hot enough now. But like quite often, when I'm sitting here doing a show, especially 3-hour show, obviously
Right.
they're cold after half an hour.
Well, right.
So just a little thing that will keep them warm for
Like a heat lamp.
yeah, something like that. But like a little thing that will just keep it all warm. Just there. They'll fit on the desk.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ooh, hello.
Hello, it's the show that we're doing, the Craig and Tizz show with me here, who's Tizz, and that guy over there is Craig.
And I'm Craig. I live in an underground bunker somewhere in Minnesota.
He does, and I live in
I do.
the dizzying heights of XRP Towers.
He do. He rules on top, and I rule from the underground. So we're talking about studio appliances right now.
Of course.
Do you have an electric can opener in your studio or any type
Both.
of?
I am right in saying both me and you have a fridge in the studio.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I also have get a little. Check this out. I have a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
It's right on the other side of the wall.
For anyone that's been listening to XRP radio for any length of time, that adds even more humour to the fact that quite often at the end of the shows, Craig would go, right, I'm off to do my laundry, how rock and roll.
I'd have to get up and change the dryer to the washer, or vice versa, and come. I'll be right back, you guys, and I'll be over and change laundry. And no, that's rock and roll. I'm sure Eddie Van Halen.
You know
did
the
his
only
like,
problem that I've just realised about this, Craig?
What's that?
The problem here is you say that and you go for a very long time and you've just put it out online now that you had to walk like there.
I did. It's about
Wait.
12 feet away from me.
And it's gone for like 40 minutes. What's going on?
I had to crawl. I was very tired. I had to roll across the floor over to it. This is horrible.
So what you meant is you accidentally typed rock and you just, how roll of you?
I just rolled. Yeah,
just rolled.
that's how roll of me exactly. Yes,
How roll.
we'll take the rock part out. So
I-
speaking of yes,
I was just going to say that going along with the appliance thing, I'd mentioned to Craig whilst the track was on that I would love a little snack hot plate here for when I'm doing my 3-hour shows, because I do like a snack during the show. It helps. It's a good little thing to just have there, keep your energy up,
but now then, if you want to put your engineer hat on for a minute, right? If you have appliances in the studio, is that going to cause like line buzz? In
just make
the
sure they're on a
mixer?
different line, then, do you? Just
You'd
make
think
sure,
that'd
make
be-
sure you don't plug them into the same strip that your studio
As your
is on, and
guitar
you're
amp.
going to be fine.
Well, you'd like to think so. I've seen things happen at bars, man. You're playing in a gig, and all of a sudden they turn on the pinball machine, and
Oh yeah, because have you ever seen have you ever looked under the stage at the handyman electrician ship
oh yes,
that goes
yeah.
on? That's why that happens.
Yeah. My grandfather wired the whole thing. Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
You know, or the one where you touch your guitar strings and you grab the mic and it's like at the same time.
I went
Yeah,
to a
good
venue
grounding.
in Birmingham the one time, and I bought my own gear, so I was reeling under the stage, and they were a bit
Yep.
like, "Oh, be careful under there," and I was like, "Why?" And they were like, "Well, just be careful of a few of the wires under there, because like we've had to tape them up and shit." And I'm like, "Okay, sweet, nothing new, right?" And I've rolled. They had a roll box, so I could get to the back, you know, kind of fucking car mechanic style. And I got to the DI box at the back. I looked up. It stays in my mind forever. This does. I saw the back end of your DI box, so it was like stage flush box.
Yeah.
So at the top of the stage, you just had, you know, flat all of the different DI inputs.
Right.
Underneath, you had the outputs. So I had that there, and then next to it, and I can't, for my life of me, understand any reason why it would be there, was an old school phone input for like your landline
phone jack.
A phone jack for your
Okay.
landline phone, just right next to it, as if it was purposely put. It's like, okay, what we need here is a DAW box, and we definitely need a phone jack input next to it, because
Well, of course.
you know. And I remember laying there just like for a good 2 minutes, like, why? This is the weirdest thing ever. And it always reminds me, because my granddad came and fitted a phone jack into my parents' my house at the time, my family house. He came and fitted one, and he's like, we wanted one at the other side. We were like, we don't want that phone box there, so we want one at the other side. So all he did was he kept to that one there, and then just did a rewire loop from that one to on the other side of the room.
Hey, he solved the problem.
I remember at one point, because we had to have it done another time as well. At one point, in
Yeah.
the front of my house, in my parents' house, we had like 6 of these phone jack boxes from 3 different companies, and then other ones my granddad's just put in. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
So it
That's
reminded me
funny.
so much of that. Like some of the weird electrician stuff that I've seen on stage is diabolical. Diabolical.
Oh man, I played on a stage back in the 80s. Every time the drummer hit the kick drum, mice would run out from under the stage out in the crowd, because the
Wow.
mice were living under the stage.
That's a good one.
That was pretty classic. Yeah, for sure. Wow.
Yeah, that's
So
a high
what-
level of class there.
It was a wonderful establishment, to say the least. So what's that got to do with VST plugins and reverbs, you may ask? Nothing.
Nothing. But let's talk about those now.
Okay.
You know what? I the moment that Joe said it in the chat box, sorry, the Logic effect. It was I still today use the original kind of, what would you call them? The original plugins that come with the Logic Pro Studio. In fact, I'm to the point that I'm annoyed, because I originally the studio that I did everything on for years was Logic Pro Studio 7.
Right.
I didn't upgrade from Logic Pro Studio 7 for a very long time, because it was one of the best packages ever. You bought it. It was very expensive back then. Logic Pro 7 Platinum was about £900.
Right.
So a lot more expensive than the 100 or so that you pay for 10 today.
Mm-hmm.
But it came pre-packaged with so many great VSTs, but they were Apple, Logic pre. I'm trying. There's a word that I can't think of, but they came pre-installed with it, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they were made.
They were like
by,
a suite.
Yeah. So, and they were all absolutely fantastic. The ESX24 sampler, great piece of kit. And some of the modular synths, the S1, the S2, are fantastic, and they just didn't come with any of the other Logics in future, so I stuck with that kit so I could use it. Unfortunately, that was like back in the 8-bit days, so we got 16-bit, And now we're on. I mean, people are producing on 64-bit studios now. 32-bit's kind of
Right.
standard.
Right.
So it's quite the upgrade. So I did move on to Logic 10, the current version,
Mhm.
and it's great. But I miss all those initial things. Like that, it's almost like a lot of these DAWs have gone. Oh right, people are just buying Waves plugins anyway, so we're just not going to put anything like that in.
Right.
And they were really good initially. I really rate the built-in Logic stuff. It's a shame that quite a lot of it gone. Logic Space Designer is pretty much industry standard used.
Mhm.
So I think like I find quite a lot. A compressor's a compressor, an EQ's an EQ. Some of the basic tools you can't improve on too much. So it's more about how you use it. I've been worried that a lot of these plug-in compressors that I've seen people purchase that do sound good, admittedly, but I feel like people are buying them for the presets that are there and not using it in its own integral right.
Right. Right.
It's like,
right.
oh,
Well,
this Waves audio compressor is fantastic for funk, and it will come preloaded with 400 funk presets that it can do. And again,
yeah.
it's a way for people to not really have to learn how to use a compressor properly. I don't know. I feel that a lot of plugins are very overhyped. There's some great ones like Gold Dust plugins for mastering are essential. Multi-pressing tools are fantastic and essential, and you want a good multipressor. Stuff like that is a bit different. But when it comes down to your basic graphical parametric EQ,
Mhm.
it's a graphical power. It turns up the volume in certain places and down in
Insert
certain
frequency.
places.
Right.
You don't need an equalizer. Isn't there to? Well, I guess it is in theory. I was about to say an equalizer isn't there for a specific tone. Okay, yes, the whole point is for
Well,
you
it
to get
can
the
be.
tone.
Right. Right.
But like it's a different. You wouldn't use a different EQ for a different style of sound. It just needs to do the damn job.
Right.
And same
Right.
with compression. You have attack, decay, sustain, and a different tube in a compressor isn't really going to make a big fucking difference. A compressor is a compressor, and especially when you're using digital compression tools, I don't really understand the need for the high. And some of the effect stuff, phasers, chorus stuff like that can be a bit different. But I guess once you've got to the top hole one that has all of the knobs for all of the
Right.
parametric options, as it were, not parametric options, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Then you can't get any. There's no more.
More what's the word you want? Parameters to tweak.
Parameters to tweak. There we go. That's what I've been after for the whole of that segment. Parameters. Jesus
Okay.
Christ. I'm having a bad time.
Well, but I think one of the points you're making as well, I think people like presets because they like the convenience, or they're like in a hurry, right? They want to streamline the process. It's like when you buy a new synthesizer, right? You're just going to use the presets in the synth, or you're going to break it down and build your own waves.
I will put this straight to you in a second, which besmirches that kicks that out the door. Once you know how to use a compressor, you have at max 12 knobs to turn, right?
Yep.
If you're not proficient at using a compressor, you have 12, 13,000 presets to scroll through. Fuck off.
Right.
No, that's not faster. That's not convenient. I don't care what anyone says. Right. See, with the amount of stuff that people trawl through with loops, don't tell me you're using loops because it's more convenient than playing a drum kit or making a beat yourself, because it's not.
No.
You're using a loop because you need to use a loop because you can't do it yourself. You don't have the drum kit, or you can't click it into a audio system, or you don't have access to the samples to do everything. Clicking in beats and whatever. Quantize. I'm not wanting quantize. I'm using words for stupid reasons here. I apologize.
Okay.
So I don't care what anyone says on those side. Presets are not for lazy people. They're not to save time. There is no situation where, as long as you know what you're doing, that you can't do that faster than a preset. The only reason presets should ever be used, and this is the reason why presets were used originally, is because you have made a compressor for a guitar in Logic, and you have 8 more guitars to compress, and you want to use that same thing that you've just created. You saved your
Right.
own preset to then put it on the other ones. Now, that's saving time because on 8 guitars, you haven't had to turn all the different knobs.
Well, of course.
That is when a preset becomes useful. And then because that's your own preset, you're probably going to use it in a lot more songs going forward.
Yeah. I would think a lot of people have taken presets and obviously, tweaked them to their personal preference. I mean, I know I have, but use the preset as a starting point. I've done that.
That isn't as bad. But I would feign to say that if you knew how to use whatever it is, 100%, scrolling through those presets and tweaking will never be faster than just going done.
Right.
There's
right.
no
Like I said,
anyone. That's the one qualm that I have with presets. When people turn around and go, "I'll use it because it's quicker." No, it's no chance in a million years, unless everything on your DAW has a choice between 2 presets, and both of those presets just so happen to be exactly what you want to use.
Right.
But they're not, are they? You go on. I mean, I know even my basic reverb unit has got at least 100 different reverbs on it.
Oh yeah.
And
for
if
sure.
you don't know the terms, or you haven't learned how to use the unit, you're going to scroll from the first one down potentially for 200 times until you find that the one that you think is correct. And then you'll tweak that. Fair enough. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad to do that. If you don't know the terminology, you don't know how to use something, you need to use it, you can't afford a producer, you're in that situation, then carry on and use it, I guess, to a point. It's the same thing with when you're about to release a song, you can't afford a graphic designer, you don't have the skills yourself. Yes, I guess use AI. If you can afford a graphic designer and all the other stuff, then go pay for a graphic designer or learn the skills yourself. Is the correct way, in my personal opinion, to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, don't fall under that pretense of trying to say, because then the worst thing with that is you lead other people down a false hole, and people go and buy a product thinking it's going to speed up their production, and what you've actually done is slowed them down more as well. Because now you've just presented them with a million other options. It wasn't long ago, Craig, me and you were talking about studios and going, one of the hardest things to deal with is the amount of options that you're overlapping.
Right, of course.
And stuff. So you put more options in front of someone that's slightly lesser skilled, and it's probably going to be counterproductive in my personal humble position. Sorry, Craig, got me into a rant there.
No, you were absolutely correct. My buddy Jim that was in the chat here, he was the first guy that I ever had the experience of working with a Apple Logic Studio. And I went to his house, this is years ago now, but he was, like I said, he was the first Apple Logic system I had encountered. And I said, "Can you get me a guitar tone?" And he goes, "I have 2,200 of them. Which one would you like?" I'm like, "What am I supposed to do? Sift through 2,000 guitar sounds while he keeps throwing them on the simulator?"
See,
no,
now, again, I put this to you. If you had your pedal rig, how quick would it take you to get the same sound that you would have had to scroll to get?
About 2 minutes flat, or tops. Yeah.
This is what I see. That's where you're skilled. You know your kit. You know the sounds that you want. So you can go there and just go do 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 do. That is no different to these VSTs that we're using. You know what I mean? Whereas I bet, because you did or do have a Line 6 pod.
I used to use them all the time. I don't have one currently, but I used them for years. It was always my go-to modeler. I use a Tone X now. When
you first got that, correct me if I'm wrong, but you sat down in front of it, cross-legged, and went through every single option one by one with your guitar plugged in. Why don't people do this shit anymore? Why don't they learn stuff and it's preset? That's where I'm getting to. That's my whole rant.
But the once I found the one that worked for me, then I tweaked it to fit my tone, because I like a lot of compression. So I want to put a compressor in front of it, stuff like that. So just, it's not that big of a deal. It takes a little bit of time. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah. I think people also buy studio equipment on hype as well,
Mm-hmm.
and VSTs on hype. I've seen people, friends of mine even with studios, advertise our studio is open with the full Waves audio plugin suite, and they have got the full Waves audio plugin suite. And they
Right.
never use it. They've just got that as an advertisement, but they'd rather use other things because it does when they have that on their website, people come and go, "Oh, so you got the whole Waves audio suite?" And they're like, yeah, signed. And they get to the studio and go, "Yeah, but check out this because it's better." And they go, "Yeah, that's better." But they won't come through the door in the first place if they haven't got certain things in the studio.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
fucking astronomically crazy because certain things are so overhyped that if you don't have one, I'd say an NT1A is quite similar, even though it's not overhyped, it's worth the hype. But
Right.
now for studio, and there are mics out there of a similar quality and the work in a similar manner. And there's people out there that are like, "Well, you ain't got an NT1A, we're not going to use it." It's like, but this mic's the same, yeah, but it's not an NT1A. You're like,
Yeah.
bashing heads against
Well,
doors.
It's like the old Shure 58. You have a 58, great, because that was a standard. For years.
That
I
was
still have one.
stage standard. I've
I still got one.
I've got two. Well, someone else has my two. I need to go get them. I
mean,
mean,
I'll tell you that-
even today, like, yeah, I would say don't get onto a stage that I wouldn't get onto a stage. I don't think without an SM58.
I agree with that.
I don't
Yeah,
think I would do that, and that's quite bad actually.
Here's the funny thing: if I'm doing like a scratch vocal, like on a track down here, and like I don't want to have to tweak EQs and stuff, I'll take my 58, I plug it into my guitar effect pedal chain, right? And that's where I'm getting my reverbs and my delays and whatnot, and I'll sing through that, and it works fine for a scratch track.
Yeah, I mean,
it's faster.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, do what works for you at the end of the day in the studio. If something makes your own process quicker that someone else might not do. I have sat down in arguments with producers for years upon end going, what you do that? Because like I EQ in a very different manner to most people. A lot of people like they do mini EQ and then they drop the whole track down and push up. I like big EQ band. I like dropping big parts of the track out and big emphasis on the presence kind of aspects of an instrument. So mine's like quite extravagant, and I know it's not an uncommon thing, but you start working like that and you're going to get in an argument with someone.
Oh yeah,
will be like, oh, what are you doing?
Right.
So allow yourself to have your own way of doing stuff. And if something's quicker for you and works for you, don't let anyone tell. As long as it sounds good at the end, right? If you've got like 10 producers turning around to you and saying that sounds horrible, maybe take their advice.
Right.
But if you've got people saying this sounds great and you've got one person out there going, but you didn't do it in the right way, who gives a flying heebie-jeebie?
No. I have always said that when it comes to the home studio thing and the writing thing, being an artist just in general, as long as you're happy with the end result, there is no right and wrong way. It's whatever makes you happy and makes you fulfilled. I'm sure I record probably in the wrong way, but it works fine for me. So who's to say I'm wrong? Right?
Yeah, I've got no. I mean, I started off with some way amazingly botched setups, things like plugging the front headphone jack of a computer into the mic jack at the back to get a loop feed going. I record like some real dicey stuff that you get told off for doing if you went to university and did the same thing. But it worked, and it worked quite well. I mean, talking about Superbot stuff, the original, where it says on the XRP site at the moment, like when the track's playing, who's playing, and what it is.
Right, yeah.
The original one of those was actually a video stream like this, because we used to play all the tracks off iTunes player, the old iTunes player.
Oh, okay.
And we plugged it in, and that's why it was plugged in the front into the back. So we play it through iTunes, and then it would stream through the mic port on the back of the computer. And the visual was literally I got a little webcam. I pulled the iTunes window right into the corner of the screen, surrounded it by post-it notes so you could only see the track playing thing, and then zoomed the webcam into that, and it just pointed at that bit of the screen, and that's how you got in. That was the original way you got your now playing data on XRP radio, and no one clocked onto it. To be fair. Yeah. Apart from a few times, people went like, "Where's the now playing thing gone?" And we realised I'd put my bottle down in front of it.
Whoops! Sorry, folks. I mean, there's on the home page is a little button at the bottom left that says Live Video, and I've always wondered what that does. You know what I'm talking about? On the home page, XRP.
Oh, the home
like at the bottom of it, like left side, I think it says like Live Video or something. It's like a little switch. Unless I'm wrong.
I don't see a switch.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. All right, maybe it's just me.
There's a thing that's like right at the moment it says Live Now and it's got our logo in it.
No. This has been like, I'll show you sometime. Not a big deal.
Huh. I'm interested in things that I don't know are there on our
I imagine.
Probably just hopefully after this weekend it won't even matter anyway because we'll be halfway towards a new one.
Right. Well, I suppose we've got what? We've got 3, 4, 5 songs yet to go, and we're already into the second hour.
Oh, we're gonna have to start hammering them.
Yeah, probably. We still have to do show and tell and all that stuff.
Is he previously On's brother? Probably.
Maybe. All right. Let me know let me know when you're ready this time. I'm not gonna surprise you with this track.
I already have it queued up, believe it or not.
All right, this next song, folks, is The Sky is Blue by The Aspiring.
It's been a minute since I've heard these.
Yeah, this was 2019. It's funny, I think I never told you, when we rewired my studio, right? My good friend Chuck, he's the guy that was our sound engineer for the band and everything. And he gave me an old DBX compressor, rack mount. He came down and he pretty much set a good general purpose setting on it for vocals and instruments. Just all the knobs where it should be and said, now don't you dare touch this. So it sits right here. I got a bypass for it, and that's all. I use it for everything, and it seems to be fine. Because I don't know anything about that stuff.
Weird funny moment. Me and my parents use this it's one of those apps where you generate money by walking, basically.
Oh yeah.
It's really good actually. My mum just took out her first £100 after a year, so
cool.
300 quid for just walking.
Nice.
But we can see each other's steps, so we check up on each other. I'll be like, are you both okay? You haven't been out in 3 days. Are you unwell or something? And I haven't converted my steps today, and my mum just texted me basically being like, were you off work today? And I was like, no, I just haven't pressed the button.
Funny. This is kind of Third Bridgey to me.
I guess it is.
It is, yeah. So when do you want to do show and tell? As he looks around and tries to find something.
Oh, I know. It's show and tell. It's show and tell. We're going to show you when you're going to tell. It's show and tell. It's show and tell. Oh, no, Craig, don't show them that.
Oh, man. Yeah, when are we going to have a theme song for show and tell, man?
What the fuck do you think that just was?
That was it?
We're gonna
Craig, don't show them that. Oh, man. Okay. I think Miss Happenings ought to write us a theme song for show and tell.
I
He
thought
has
that was
nothing else to
brilliant.
do.
I thought that was a
Yeah,
fan show and tell. Show and
Show
tell.
and tell.
We're
Yeah.
gonna show you and
Show
you're
you
gonna
and
tell.
show you and tell.
Show and tell. Show
Whoa, whoa,
and
whoa,
tell.
whoa.
No, Craig, don't show them that.
But no, you got it wrong though, because we're supposed to tell them. They don't tell us. We tell them what it is.
I don't really care. It sounded good. Thought we had a good.
Fine, then.
Fine. No, that's not the jingle. Never do it again, ever.
Fine. I'm sorry I hurt
you
your
keep
feelings.
saying, "Look, I've done too many jingles. It's your turn now. I'll go and make one," and you're like, "No, that's shit."
Well, you don't gotta sing it live, man. I want to pre-record with some good EQ and some reverb on it.
I need to start off with the inspiration, and then once it's settled, we can take it to the studio.
How long do you think I have?
I mean, hopefully till at least the end of the year, because that's probably
I
when
would
it's
like
going to
to
get done.
I know, right? Gee whiz, man. I don't. Well, who's going first this week?
I mean, how ready are you? I've got to reach for mine.
I got my thing right next to me,
Yeah, but what about your show and tell item?
and my show and tell thing also.
Hey.
You're expecting class. You're watching the wrong show. All right, who's going?
You are, obviously.
I'm going.
What was that? What was that?
That's like, that was my Wallace and Gromit. The Crackers Gromit. Okay. let's see.
Wensleydale.
Wensleydale. Do we have any Marvel fans in the audience today? There's one.
Am I the audience? Oh, I'll be in the audience.
Well, you're watching this, so do you know what the Infinity Stones are?
Yes, I do. Let's make you big for this.
All right. I have the Space Stone here.
Oh,
but
shit.
it is being held inside the Tesseract.
Oh,
which, if I hit the right button here,
tell me. Oh, I can imagine so many cool things are about to happen.
hang on. Let's see if it works right. Hold on, guys.
Oh, this is cool.
If it works. Oh, come on now.
You know, when you first said Marvel, I half expected you to have one of them Iron Man helmets, to be honest. But this is cooler, actually.
It'd be cool if I did. If this thing actually starts up. Oh, come on. I was working this afternoon. I just put new batteries in it. You gotta put a battery in your Tesseract, guys.
I thought it worked off quantum field.
Well, you would think so. She has to light up a bit more. Hang on. Do.
We're hanging on. Holy, that's a Tesseract. I was not expecting that glow.
Isn't it cool? It does more stuff.
Because it doesn't look see-through from that when it's not glowing.
Cool, huh?
That is awesome.
That's what I got.
Piece of thing.
I got the Tesseract, baby.
Well, I've gone for something a little bit more XRP, I guess. So. God damn it. Why?
Why?
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
No, that's not the right one. You know what? We'll bring that one over anyway.
Okay.
So, well, there was meant to be 3, and then I changed one for one of the other ones. Oh, I've got the wrong. Fuck. 1 second.
We're not going anywhere. Don't worry.
Where the frick?
Hell, I can always turn the Tesseract back on.
There we go.
Oh, now we're good.
Right. So, originally, I was going to show you straight up a load of Bondo stuff, to be honest.
Oh, cool.
I bought a load of vinyls off Bondo. I've got the Ministry. Oh, I forgot.
We can't see him. Yeah, take your background off.
To be a quicker button for this.
Yeah.
No. There we go. So we've got the Ministry of Science Dirges and Laments.
Oh, nice.
On the old This is a special one.
One of those cool colored ones. Ooh, look at that. Cool. It's like
Clear
white.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
And
Yeah.
it's a full weight as well.
Ooh,
You don't
nice.
very rarely, I hate to say this, from an independent band, get a full weight record, but see, no flimsiness here.
Oh, wow.
Full weight
Nice.
record in white. It's not only very rare to get a full weight record of an independent artist, but to have a coloured full weight record
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
is good. And then we've
Yeah.
got the Shrinking Sun Apex Gilt double side.
Okay. Nice.
No, oh right,
Cool.
no, sorry, I might have lied.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I haven't. No, yes, this is actually a single sider, another rare thing. So I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see that, but can you see that's the main side?
Yes, that's got grooves in it. Yep.
And if you go to the other side, you
Oh,
can
it's
just
just
see
blank.
my fingerprints.
It's like the back of an old PlayStation 1 disc.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I think every time I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah,
Now,
cool.
I did have another rare one from Bondi, and the Ministry. However, I picked up the wrong one. But this is equally as cool and something that Craig was somewhat involved in, not this specifically. But it's one. So I got a stash of 3 records from Gravehuffer.
Oh, nice.
So it's the same record all times, but I got all the different rare
Variations.
colors. This was
Yeah.
my favorite one. It was their Inferno Splatter
Yeah, that is cool. Nice.
on white.
Yep.
Again, a rare but another full weight record.
Yeah. Very
Which-
nice.
I massively appreciate with an independent band. This
And how much vinyl do you have nowadays, Tizz?
Oh, okay, let's just go all out here. Let's just go all out then. You started this.
You know, if I had $1 for every time somebody said that to me,
$1.
I'd be a rich
So-
man. You started this.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it. So, continuing. Let's continue
Continue
with the Gravehuffer. So we've got this is the Paradise Purple, same record,
Okay.
but Paradise Purple from Gravehuffer.
Ooh,
That's a good
cool.
color, isn't it? Game full
Yes.
thickness. And then we've got the OG. This is the one that gets played on XRP radio, just the standard
Right.
black. This is a cool little vinyl. This is the Mishappenings 7-incher.
Oh, I did a runner. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Again,
Yep.
see, this is where you can see the difference in a full weight and a non-full weight record.
Right.
I mean, you can barely tell that's out of the packet.
I know. Right? Yeah, that's great though.
It's decent though, decent. I wasn't ragging on Mish there.
Oh,
I was
right.
just saying the difference. This is a lovely one. This is considering you picked them for the other week. Actually, Sound of the Sirens latest.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they would though full weight black.
Right.
It's weird because you don't do this with any other medium, but you when it's records, you talk about what kind of record, what color record, what weight record.
Right. Yeah.
There's the other Ministry one.
Okay.
This is another cool one.
Yeah. That's okay.
This is I haven't seen this color ever before actually. So this is their Strategic Incompetence vinyl.
Right.
This is a unique one. See-through orange.
Wow. That is really cool.
So you can really see the grooves.
Right.
with
Yeah.
this one. With the clear see-through ones, you don't really see the grooves. I think
Mm.
grooves on a record are a cool thing.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Oh, I think
Uh-oh.
I don't know whether I've shown you that. Let's continue with the independent ones. Now this one, this is definitely this was a very lightweight one. This is Glenn Foster Falcon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this is. I mean, this one. I don't want to. I'm not ragging on artists. It's still a great record. I'm just pointing out the difference between full weight and non-weight.
Right. Oh yeah. Sure.
This is like this is like one of those vinyls that you used to get on the front of the magazines.
Yeah, the sound pages. Right. Yep.
Still decent. Great sound on this one, actually, considering as well. Really great production on this. My show and tell is going on for a bit longer, so I think I've got through all the cool songs though. Sarah Birch.
Yep.
We do love Sarah Birch. It's this was quite cool because it's a gatefold, but it's a single, so you got a full gatefold.
Oh, okay.
But it's just your well, I mean, it's not a single; it's a full album, but it's just your single vinyl there.
Yep.
Gatefold. That's just a typical black. Come on! Don't treat your records like this, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Then on to probably the two coolest. So this is my signed Donkey album. This is a gatefold double.
Oh wow.
2 full weight blacks. Oh no, these aren't full weight black. These are cool as well. I forgot. Super special. Clear green black splatter.
Oh man, that's cool.
Double.
Yep.
Full weight. Again, just to go back to the difference.
Yep.
Absolutely no bend in comparison. Right. Decent. Signed by everyone involved.
Cool.
This was a ridiculous thing. It comes with handwritten lyrics,
yeah,
and all that. I think I might have shown this before, actually. This one,
I've never seen it, but okay.
And then the little 7-inch,
45, yeah,
45,
yeah, rather. Cool.
And then this is probably the coolest one for me, and I hate to say it's not unsigned or independent. This is my double Final Fantasy IX vinyl with the original.
How did I know that was going to be a Final Fantasy thing?
The original tracks from the original game, right? But when we're talking vinyl artwork, I'm sorry, but and vinyls in themselves, this puts everything else to shame. Firstly, I'll see if I can show you this without giving too much away.
Okay.
A double weight,
right?
Absolutely no give. You cannot. It is solid. It's like a piece of concrete. But the artwork, mate. Artwork on vinyls.
Oh man, that is amazing. Yeah, I get it. Oh, cool.
Yep. It's one of my favorite things that I own, to be fair.
I'll bet, yeah.
Very
cool. Yeah.
Characters.
Yep.
And then the other side. This is my favorite.
Oh wow.
Trying to get it without the glare.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, you beat me this week.
Yeah, it was well, I almost didn't beat you, and then you were like, how many vinyls do you have?
Well, I was just curious.
I've got a few more dotted around. I've probably got about 6 or 7 more. I've got the Final Fantasy VII. It's the stupidest thing I ever bought. It's the MIDI tracks to Final Fantasy VII on vinyl.
So you just play them back through whatever synthesizer you feel like, and
well, no, well, no. When I say MIDI tracks, like it's not the actual MIDI tracks on vinyl; it's the audio of the MIDI.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, I play it so much. That's what's in the vinyl player now. It's not a very cool one.
Yep.
And full weight, so a little bit of give, but not like the 9 ones.
Yeah, yeah. Well, cool. Yeah.
Double weight vinyls are something. Have you held many double weight vinyls, Craig?
Have I ever had that many? Is that what you said? I'm sorry.
Have you ever held one?
I have in passing. I know they're very dense and heavy.
Very cold. It's weird to hold them when you first pick them out.
Yep.
Oh, and just as a weird thing, that was the first printed issue of XRP zine that was in my records for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my picture of me being on the cover. I might have been the last cover artist, maybe. I can't remember. I might have been.
I think we had. I can't remember.
Or was
For
it-
some
was-
reason, I feel like we had one after you, but
Yeah, maybe. That was quite a while back.
I think there was a bit of controversy over our very last one, as I remember, that I don't want to relive right at the moment.
I don't remember.
Oh dear.
So we have a comment from Miss Happenings. It says, picture discs, puke.
Oh, I love a picture disc.
Well, let's see him make one.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on there, Mr. Hotshot.
Well, as he said, puke. I guess he doesn't want to make one.
Apparently not.
I do like a good picture disc if it's done well with good artwork.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'd
I
rather
agree.
that over. I mean, it's an extra edition, isn't it? You've got your CD cover and whatever else. If you're gonna buy physical media now, it's like, what do you want to know? What the biggest things that pisses me off about games now? They just don't have books in them anymore. I love
know.
flicking through the book.
Me too.
I absolutely love flicking, and I know it was just instructions that you get in the game, but you got a little further insight into the game before you started playing it. You had a few little screenshots here and there, and you're like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, it's
know,
like
I
albums
really
too,
enjoyed
but
that.
back in my day, albums were always gatefold. Always. And they had the lyrics inside. Or sometimes you got like a cool art book or something, like pictures in there or something. You just don't see that stuff anymore. It's a shame. You know, but back in the day, it was all like that. So,
It
sad.
is a shame. I do miss games. I never. I had a quick flick through lyric books. I find your typical insert to a CD kind of boring. There was a few that give you, like, they talked about the band and stuff. It wasn't just lyric. And
Right.
I find the later on in the world life that was a shit sentence. People got lazier and it did just be like pictures with lyrics on them.
Yeah.
That's a bit boring. I liked it
Yeah.
when there was a few photos, maybe of the recording process or them on stage, a little, thank you. Oh, thank you for buying the album or something like this. They make it a little bit more interesting. When it was just the same lyrics that I could just type into Google, a little bit less interesting.
Yeah. Then back then they had like all the different sponsors. Like the drummer is sponsored by Sticks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Drumhead, all or like this guy uses that type of thing.
I mean, I get to a point. I know Gravefuffer do really well, but it's almost got to a point where I'm a little bit. I don't understand why people sponsor bands anymore. I think that's quite a big reason why less independent bands hit the up and coming market now.
Oh yeah,
because before the sponsors had quite prominent spots. Whereas if you're not hammering your sponsors on social media these days, where else do you see them? Because you don't sell any albums. You're not really going to put it on your hoodies. If you sell sticks, you might put them on the sticks. I know quite a few people do the signed sticks thing and maybe on the plectrums, but very rarely. And then you've got to go through getting the permission of whatever your sponsor is to see if you can put those on those things. So yeah, it's a bit messy. I don't understand what happens in the band sponsorship. I mean, I'm years and years out of the game. Last sponsorship deal I had was fucking when I still had a full head of hair, shall we say?
Yeah, I know. I wish he's like a sponsor for like guitar strings or something to be fantastic, but seeing as how I don't tour, it's not going to happen.
I mean, it's not so much as touring. As long the main thing is, have you got lots of fans, and do all those fans want to know? Well, how can you tell all of your fans? And it doesn't even have to have lots of fans, but you need to turn around to whatever sponsor and go, like, look, I have 370 friends. 306 of them are guitar players. If I keep saying all I use is your strings, that could be a good thing for you. And all it's going to cost you is a pack of strings a month. And even though they might look at that and go, well, a pack of strings is £30 for a set of good strings. Realistically, bear in mind this is wound nickel, my friends. It's not the cost price of a string is about 3p, I think.
Right.
Uh,
Yep. I wonder if bands do embossed guitar picks anymore. Remember those days? You throw them out to the crowd and they had your logo on there, and
It used to be a thing. Again, not so much. Like,
I have some.
unfortunately, I fear that the majority now sell the picks.
They probably do for a profit.
Yeah,
Here, can you guys,
and I
you
don't
guys see
really
this?
blame them, to be honest.
See, I still have Express Band picks. See, and
You could have saved that for a show and
I think
tell.
my name's on the back of them. I look, yeah, still say Craig on them. I got a ton of these. You know, throw them at people. Get away from the stage. You know.
I mean, I do also think that there's a lot of bands that don't. Well, a lot of people in the world that don't realize how beneficial giving stuff away for free can be.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not on about
Yeah.
giving everything away for free, but you know, chucking a few plex into a crowd makes them buy a t-shirt. You know, chucking one track out gives them something to listen to that might get them to buy your second single or your next album.
Yep.
Don't forget stuff like that, bands, because yeah, I remember I used to go to. It was great. I used to go to a thing called Teen Culture. There was a kind of rock nightclub thing called Subculture, which was very, very well attended, and they did one for kind of 15 to 18-year-olds, so no alcohol, basically, called Teen Culture, that happened just before Subculture. And it was basically a rock nightclub, but occasionally they'd have bands on and stuff. And then the bands would chuck out, like, you could get a whole bag full of shit, basically, like flyers and guitar picks and little bits of armbands and little bits of merch. But it was always free. You came out fucking smashing it for little pieces of shit that everyone wants.
Cool.
And they just chucked it out and stuff. And I remember there was a band called Anemic that I saw there, and they were kind of good, and I liked them even more because I got they got their CD and I got it signed and whatever. And it was just a cool little experience, and there was no like waiting in a queue to spend £10 to buy a photograph, to spend £5 to get the person to sign. None of that bullshit. It was just there you go.
Yeah,
we're a startup band. Let's keep it going. And I think that's underestimated these days. How
I agree.
How much giving a little away gets a lot back.
Yep. No, I totally agree with that. Yep.
We've got quite a few tracks to get back. Should we do a back
We
to back?
do, man. Yeah, we probably should, eh?
What's first in the back to back?
Okay, what's first is Buzz by Suburban Prophets, followed by You Can't Stop the Rain by 40 Days.
Perfect.
Break 'em up. I got a kiss for you. It's all I can do. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Too late to get it with the light. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. I got a kiss for you. It's all I can do. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Too late to give the light. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz. Give me your buzz.
Definitely been going for the riffs more recently, Craig.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I need to change me back so people can read.
Yeah, I was a bit more rocky this week.
I've been dreaming, now the dream's reality. I've been growing, how will I be growing old? I got stories, got the story to be told. I've been trying to take the pain away from me. And I've been seeing things that I don't want to see. But I know, yeah, I know that there's a way through all this pain. Gotta realize that you can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. I've been trying to take this pain away from me. And I've been seeing things that I don't want to see.
Nice bit of funky vibe.
Yeah.
But I know, yeah, I know, there's a way through all this pain. You gotta realize that you can't
Funk
stop
blues.
the rain.
Funk blues.
It is, yeah.
You can't stop the rain.
Great voice.
It is.
You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain.
You add a little bit of 40 Days You Can't Stop the Rain, preceded by Buzz from the Suburban Prophets here on XRP Radio. It's the Craig and Tizz show. We're in the last kind of kind of 15 minutes of the show, Craig. We've got 2 tracks to play. We haven't got long.
We do not. We do not. We've covered everything today from appliances to studio plugins to picture discs to space stones from Marvel. I mean, nothing else. We're eclectic.
Yeah, I mean, we try to cover all bases, basically. Fingers in all the pies.
Yeah. We didn't talk about, we haven't talked about dinner. I don't know yet.
We haven't done dinner, and we haven't done
Geek time.
well, super geek time. What's the geekiest thing you've done this week, Craig?
God, I guess selling those video games, I suppose. Otherwise, nothing.
What after you've made your haul of monies?
Yes, sir.
What's the what game is on your radar?
Oh man, that new
top three.
The new Sonic the Hedgehog racing game called Crossworlds.
Okay.
The new Double Dragon Revive.
The Double Dragon. I'm a bit of a Double Dragon fan.
Yeah, the Revive thing looks really cool. What else is in my list? I think that Dragon Quest remake number 1, because they did Dragon Quest 3D 2 and 3. Now they're doing 1 coming up after that.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I am picking up Donkey Kong Bonanza for the Switch 2. I have that pre-ordered, so that comes out tomorrow. That will be wonderful.
Very
nice. At my house. So yeah.
Very nice.
What's geeky on your side, man?
The inability to play. I've got 3 games on the go: Star Wars Outlaws, Expedition 33, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and just an inability to have any time to play them currently. It's somewhat depressing, to be honest with you.
It'll slow down, don't worry.
I started trying to play some Expedition 33 on remote play on my phone, which worked really well whilst I had signal. Not very good to play on a train just when you need to hit the parry button and the signal drops.
Yeah, I imagine that would not be good.
I would say I was having a little bit of a problem, so I did actually scale it back and went to story mode just to see if there was a difference, because I know you mentioned there wasn't the biggest difference with. I would say you do still have to parry, but it's so much easier than normal. My days!
It's very forgiving. Yeah.
My days! And the damage you receive is literally quartered. It's not even halved. Like,
okay.
If you're the times where you get 6 damage in normal in story mode, I was getting like 24 to 30 damage.
Oh no,
it is a lot harder not in story mode.
Well, that's why I'm playing in story mode. So there you go.
But what a story is! It's very, very somber.
Isn't it though?
Very somber game. I was looking at a lot of the hype, and people are like, "Oh, it's like Final Fantasy IX remade. Like, this is the closest thing that we've got since." And I kind of see what they're saying, but it's nowhere. It's not what I expected at all. It is very emotional. It's very fucking emotional.
It really is. Well, the developers have said that they are gigantic Final Fantasy fans. It's kind of
I mean, on their own website it says loads of inspiration pulled from Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy VII, and there's so much so there's a certain place you go up to a waterfall, and if you look at it just from the right angle, so as you're kind of turning around, it turns into the meteor from the Final Fantasy VII main logo.
Oh, okay.
There's a thing where it's saying just hidden in the background in some rocks, and you look at it and it's another one of the characters from Final Fantasy. There's so many hidden gems in the game.
Wow, I didn't know about that.
For Final Fantasy fans. That, like, you look at some of the blogs and they're like, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you'll enjoy just exploring, because all of a sudden you'll look at a waterfall and you'll see something that you recognize coming through it. It's definitely they're like, what they wanted to do was have kind of open world explorational feel to it, and then encourage people to go and explore that world. Kind of like what 7 Rebirth did, where like they did so much to the open world scenario that you can literally enjoy just walking around and stumbling across stuff. You know,
Right.
like you used to do back in the day with your friends, and you all just went to the local forest and explored and whatever. It is fantastic in that manner. And yeah, Expedition 33 has encouraged that even more with the amount of Easter eggs to things that they love in it. And it's not just Final Fantasy. There's a few other things. It's just obviously Final Fantasy being a massive fan.
Right.
Things that I picked up on. But yeah, it's exquisite. And I really wish I had more time to play them, honestly, because
I'm
all
just trying to
3 of
survive.
those games are fantastic.
Yeah, I picked up such good stuff at the last Amazon sale. I've got oh my God, I've got Metaphor Refantasio, which I played the demo of and loved it. I have the Dead Rising brand new high def remaster, which looks really fun because I like Dead Rising. And there was something else off the top of my head I can't think of, but I certainly have enough games to play. That's not a problem. So just find the time, like you know. So there you go.
On time. So
Speaking
that was Geek Time. Speaking of time, we've got a couple tracks left to play, a goodbye to say, and we've got to figure out what we're having for dinner, mate.
Man, I have options tonight, man. It can be like hamburgers, or if I want to be lazy, you guys have corn dogs over there?
I know what a corn dog is. I haven't had one since I was like 4 years old, wasn't I?
Yeah, we have some frozen just for something simple to throw in the oven. And I don't really feel like cooking. Hamburgers I'd have to cook and make some French fries. And
what I would say is I might have had a bit of a sheltered early feeding life in some ways, because my dad was so against American food. He still is, really.
Yeah.
You'll never get my dad into a McDonald's. He'll tolerate Burger King, but like there were times where we were going through the Birmingham city centre with my mum and dad, and my mum was like, "All right, we'll just go for a Mackie because it's quick, it's cheap, get the kids fed, sorted." And my dad would sit there and he'd have one of like the weird fancy things on the menu because it's the only thing he could tolerate. He didn't want any of their shit burgers. And it would be a whole thing, and then we had to stop going to places like that. And don't get me wrong, on the plus side, I experienced some quite nice food from cheaper places that I probably wouldn't have gone to in any other situation. But the downside is, things like Pop-Tarts. We didn't have Pop-Tarts in the house. We didn't have corn dogs in the house.
Okay.
Like any of those very overly American. And he also didn't like things like pot noodles as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. Question for you then. Is there such a thing as a British or European equivalent to like McDonald's, like a chain restaurant type thing, fast food like that?
I always forget one of the big ones is actually UK born, and I want to say like Wendy's or Wimpy's.
Now Wimpy's would be, I think, for sure.
Yeah, one of those was something like that was British, and that but you don't see them very much. Not these days.
I was just curious.
Yeah. I mean, we have Mackey's, Burger King, KFC,
Taco
Bell, like all the stuff.
And so does the entire world. Yeah, right.
The obvious go-to fast food jobbies are those. Now, like any British chip shop will do a hamburger or a beef burger. Don't get me wrong, but. The Americanized stuff, it will always be monopolized by Americanized brands, I think. We had a Wimpy here. There was one in Birmingham that was really underused. I mean, once you get American money into a chain in food,
right,
no one can really compete.
Alrighty, makes sense.
I remember like any time there was a few little competitors in Birmingham. I mean, my young life was mostly around Birmingham, and anything after I was 15, these monopolies were already quite in place. But I always remember a lot of places that like a little English brand will have set up, and the McDonald's next door just had 3 days where everything was £1. And he just put in those 3 days where everyone went there, no one went there. He just puts them out of business straight away.
Right, right.
And that just happened with pretty anything that could be Americanized. Because there was a place in the UK called Quiznos. I think you did have them in the States for a small while as well.
We have Quiznos subs here still, yeah. I
Yeah,
think so. I think
so yeah, they were the best subs that you could get in Birmingham, really. And they weren't subs; they were like the big sandwiches with the kind
Yeah.
of grilled bread. It was so good. I
Right.
loved that. And they just went out to Subway.
Wow. Well,
Just
here's one for you.
completely died Subway.
Back when I was a little kid, like back in the 70s, we had Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips here. That was the only really Brit kind of a thing we had going on. And that was like a fast version of fish and chips. That was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, fish and chips is fast in the UK.
Oh, yeah,
If,
yeah.
if you can't walk into a chip shop and get fish and chips and out within 10 minutes, you've done something wrong.
Okay. Oh, man.
Like that is traditional British. And in there you get all, because you get Southern fried chicken, so you can get KFC.
Right,
And
right.
that. There's a
Making
load
me
of
hungry.
off-brand stuff going on. There's a place called SFC in Birmingham, which is just cheapo.
Not KFC.
There's loads of dodgy knockoff brands that I'm pretty sure are only open to launder money, to be honest.
Probably.
Like, what's the
man.
one? There's something around here called Mac somethings, and it's basically like everything they do is the same food list as McDonald's.
Okay.
And there's one in Birmingham actually called Mac Halal, and it is literally McDonald's done by Asians I think I presume Pakistanis, but I might be wrong.
Right, right.
But there's a whole load, and then you have BFC, British fried chicken. But
I just don't think of Brits and fried chicken.
There's two BFCs. There's British fried chicken and Best fried chicken.
God. Okay.
And you get loads of these knockoff places, but like as a chain, no, just the big American ones, unfortunately.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, when you've got something that big, like it'll be a British-owned franchise by British people. Don't get me wrong, but like everything American over here is franchised. I'm just got in the franchise.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured as much.
Right. Shall we play? Oh shit, we've gone. Ooh.
It's time to go. Actually,
I know. Okay, let's say goodbye then. I was going to play a track and then say goodbye and then play the other track, but
no, probably not.
No.
Nope.
Thanks for everyone that did join us with our massive. Like this whole show was a tangent.
Well, we meant well. We started out with our topic, I think.
We did, but we drifted off, and this is why we need more people here to keep us on track.
Yeah, true. Oh well, it is what it is.
A topic that we will be revisited, sir.
Yeah, I think so. There's still some more legs and mileage on this topic, I believe, as well.
Definitely.
Yep. All right.
It's been a pleasure to learn.
That goes double for me, whatever he just said, folks.
It's been a pleasure to entertain you all for the evening. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We will be back as a duet next Wednesday.
Yes.
I may or may not be. I'm going to be straight up with you. I don't know what's happening Saturday. This Saturday will be fine. Yeah, this Saturday will be fine. Next Saturday, maybe not. This Saturday, I will be here.
Okay.
Tag show.
Right on.
What's the last two tracks, Craig?
The last two tracks, ladies and gentlemen, are Kerosene by Kill for Eden and Magical Carpet from the Buffalo Huddleston Band.
See you later, everybody.
Goodbye. That's pretty funny. So I have all these riff songs this week, and the last thing is Buffalo Huddleston. Not a riff band.
I mean, Magical Carpet, not so, but I definitely say Breathe and Chillin' have got riffs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So humid over here at the moment, Craig. Oh.
It's been raining all day here, which has been great because it's taken the temperature way down, but still there's so much humidity in the air. But I turned the air conditioner off. I have all the windows open. It's nice to have some fresh air coming in.
Yeah, we had the worst situation. We had rain and then sun and then clouds. So
Oh.
rain and then the sun evaporated the rain and then the clouds kept the rain under the
Yeah, that humidity.
work was horrible.
That's always been the thing. You know, I can handle heat to a point, but humidity just saps me. You know, I can't take it. No, it's funny when I asked about vinyl, I was thinking that you're probably the kind of guy that has like 1,000 albums, you know, one of those guys.
It's alright, I love it forever tonight. Time up, never time down.
I used to be that guy.
Girl, who'll stick around with. It's alright, love it forever tonight.
Sorry, my gaffer's just messaged me on pickup point tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, it's like ecstasy. When you come with me. Set your mind and body free. You got me on fire, honey. Trash me with your everything. Gonna light up the night sky. Sugar, burn your love, burn your love, burn your love into me.
Why would you do that? Guide it. Guide. Give me half a second, Craig. Actually, give me more than half a second.
Go for it.
Give me love, give me love, give me everything, your heart's bleeding. It's right, little bit of pain never hurt no one. Your sexuality, well, it's like ecstasy. When you come with me. Set your mind and body free. You got me on fire, honey. Drench me with your kerosene. Gonna light up the night sky. Sugar, burn your love, burn your love, burn your love into me. Got me going on fire. Drench me with your kerosene. Gonna light up the night sky. Sugar, burn your love into me.
See, still,
There's a change.
it's a bit riffy. Is that not a riff?
It is a riff.
Riffs don't have to be on an electric.
I guess not.
Force rushes down my nugget on the come forth, hot sauce to touch souls and love more. When the wrong time, when the month sauce, I got the month sauce covered out of armor for this month's sport with some sort. I'm put off by the young tour, my contours. This whole thing has been a lost cause. My front board in town down to Sunsport. Call me La Banks, I'm waiting, but I'm on shore. Cables are wireless, I radars from Condor. I'm able to fight for this pay-per-view encore. Ain't for the lights when I gauge through the front door. Making it right just to label hip-hop more. Its sound is vibration, my brain's like a muscle. My body contains all this top tour smoke. I'm broke when I'm lazed in it is on the front tour. I'm full Huddleston, running through this rock store. Stop for the hit, lost on this tip. And nothing can bother me other than this. Let's make a revelation, I know how to start. Take you on vacation on my magical carpet. Fly past the market with nowhere to park it. But it's okay, it's a magical carpet. Let's make a revelation, I know how to start it. Take you on vacation on my magical carpet. Fly past the market with nowhere to park it. But it's okay, it's a magical carpet. it's all up on the list. I got a reputation of everything on the bits and up in the hits and what's give the tips and looking at a photo when I'm lost in the quicksand. A&E, I owe you a big hand. Thank you very much, and this is the fit hand. I didn't want to do the no harm. I just got to be excited, be the dude a little hard. I played the mood in the dark. I made the move on a heart. Forgot about the drip and rip that made you choose from my arm. Intravenous leaving me with bruises and scars. So I shoot through the stars and cruise back to Mars. And that's where I'll be safe. I need nothing but my friends and my peeps, mate. It seems silly as I speak for the team's sake, but I'll be free as the fly through the dream. So let's make a revelation. I know how to start. Take you on vacation on my magical carpet. Fly past the market with nowhere to park it, but it's okay. It's a magical carpet. Let's make a revelation. I know how to start it. Take you on vacation on my magical carpet. Fly past the market with nowhere to park it, but it's okay. It's a magical carpet.
It's an interesting topic, really.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
I do appreciate a good original topic.
Oh, I'll get to leave at midday tomorrow. That's not too bad.
Good for you. That's great. I'm looking at this new song, right? And I'm thinking, do I have it in me to do this all over again? Wow.
Just take your time with it. You don't have to rush it now.
Would you remind me to write a song once in a while, like "I love you, baby" or something, please?
No, because last time you attempted that, you were like, "I hated this," and I don't want to do it again.
When we get off, I gotta read through these lyrics. It'll take about a minute just so you can hear what it's like a novel. Why can't I write simple music?
I should be bored.
Damn it.
It's one of the main reasons why I haven't cranked out a tune, because I can't do a simple little tune. Otherwise, there's loads of simple little tunes.
I know, right? That's the exact problem I've got.
But what's building in my brain is the whole funk orchestra.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I've got some inspiration and no time to play.
Yeah. That's got to be horrible, man. If I get like those little creative spurts and I can't do anything, it drives me out of my mind.
Oh, it's frustrating. It is frustrating.
It has to be terrible.
Oh, shit. For all those that have been watching us on the stream, that's the end of that song. See you later, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we'll do it professionally one day.
So here we are again. Thanks for stopping by to listen to the good man and that old annoying guy. Do you ever wonder? Do you wanna see who are these men of mystery? Tizz lives in Scotland and runs XRP, a broadcasting legend. I'm sure you'll agree. Studio in the USA, working on music most every day. They come together at this time each week, a wondrous pairing of these two great geeks. So stop in the chat box and say hello, and listen in wonder to the